Okay, so you're getting ready for an interior landscaper interview.
Yeah.
That's exciting. It sounds like you're all about bringing the outdoors in
Right.
and, designing those calming green spaces that we all kind of crave these days.
Right.
So we've put together some career guides and interview tips
Mm-hmm.
and even looked into AI tools like RoleCatcher
Yeah.
to help you totally ace this interview.
Sounds good.
Think of this deep dive as like your secret weapon,
Yeah.
to stand out from the crowd.
Okay. To really make sure you're not just prepared for those, common questions,
Right.
but really ready to showcase that passion and expertise
Yeah.
in a way that truly resonates, with the interviewer.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's just dive right in.
Okay.
First up, how did you become interested in the field of interior landscaping?
Oh,
Seems simple, right?
it does, but it's your chance to shine.
Right.
It really is.
It is.
What's so fascinating about this question is they're not just looking for a list of skills. They want to see that spark, that genuine interest in transforming spaces with plants.
Yeah.
So think back to what first drew you to this field. Was it a childhood memory of a lush garden, a trip that opened your eyes to biophilic design,
Right.
or maybe even a fascination with how plants can improve indoor air quality?
Yeah, it's all about connecting that personal story
Yeah.
to the impact that you want to create
Exactly.
and be ready for follow-ups.
Yes.
I might ask, what aspects of interior landscaping do you find most rewarding? Or tell me about a project you're particularly proud of.
Yes.
Right.
So have a few vivid examples ready that showcase your skills and accomplishments.
Okay.
Did you transform a dull office into a vibrant green space?
What?
Or maybe you used your knowledge of plant varieties to create like a unique low maintenance design for a challenging environment.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, on to question 2. What experience do you have installing and maintaining plants in various indoor environments?
Okay.
So this is where you flaunt that practical knowledge, right?
Absolutely.
Really?
Don't just say, I'm good with plants.
Okay.
Be specific.
Right.
Tell them about the diverse settings you've worked in. Offices, hotels, maybe even private residences.
Okay.
Highlight those challenges you faced,
Yeah.
like low light conditions, tricky layouts, and how you creatively overcame them.
It's about showing them you can adapt and thrive
Yes.
in any environment.
Exactly.
And I bet they're going to ask, like, can you walk me through the steps you take when installing a new indoor garden?
Right.
Or how do you troubleshoot problems like pests or diseases?
Yeah,
Right.
you nailed it.
Okay.
Be prepared to walk them through your process, showcasing your knowledge of plant care, irrigation systems,
Oh.
even integrated pest management.
All right. Question 3. How do you stay current with the latest trends and innovations in interior landscaping? This is where you prove you're a lifelong learner, right?
Absolutely. The world of interior landscaping is constantly evolving, with trends like biophilic design,
Right.
living walls taking center stage.
Yeah.
So mention industry publications like the Journal of Interior Landscaping or organizations like American Society of Interior Designers.
Right.
And you can even use RoleCatcher's AI to track those.
Okay.
Get alerts, when there are new trends.
Right. Show them that you're not just keeping up. You're actively seeking out these new ideas and incorporating them into your work.
Exactly.
Now, let's get to question 4. How do you ensure that the plants you install are safe for the indoor environment and the people who occupy the space?
Okay.
This one seems crucial,
It is.
especially with allergies and sensitivities these days.
Safety is paramount.
Okay.
Highlight your knowledge of plant toxicity, allergenic properties. Explain your system for researching plants, considering factors like children, pets, and air purification needs.
Yeah.
This is a great opportunity to showcase your expertise.
Okay.
You could even reference the NASA Clean Air Study and its findings on plants that effectively remove pollutants.
Okay, let's move on to a question that often trips people up.
All right.
How do you work with clients to create a design that meets their needs and fits within their budget?
Yeah.
That delicate balance of vision and practicality
It's tricky.
can be tricky, right?
Now, walk them through your collaborative process.
Okay.
Explain how you start with open-ended questions. Understand the client's vision, lifestyle, and budget.
Right.
Show them you're a partner, not a dictator.
Yeah.
Maybe even share a story about how you helped a client achieve their dream garden while staying within their budget by suggesting alternative plant varieties
Okay.
or a phased installation plan.
Resourcefulness is key.
Yes.
Speaking of key, sustainability is a huge topic these days.
It is.
So question 6, how do you incorporate sustainable practices into your work?
All right.
I bet they want to hear about more than just using recycled pots, right?
Definitely. They're looking for a deep understanding of sustainable practices.
Okay.
So highlight your knowledge of locally sourced plants, organic fertilizers,
Okay.
and water-efficient irrigation system.
Uh-huh.
You can even mention your familiarity with LED certification
Right.
and how you use RoleCatcher's AI to identify companies that value sustainability in their job postings.
Right.
This shows you're committed to minimizing your environmental footprint while creating beautiful spaces.
All right, last question for this section. How do you manage a team of interior landscapers and ensure that projects are completed on time and within budget?
Okay.
This one's all about your leadership skills, right?
It is. So share examples of how you've successfully managed teams, even if it was in a different context.
Okay.
Highlight your communication style, ability to delegate and problem-solving skill. Maybe walk them through a hypothetical scenario like managing a large installation in a corporate office building. And explain how you would break down the project, assign tasks, track progress.
Showing them you can handle the logistics.
Yeah.
And lead a team effectively is definitely a plus.
It is.
We've covered a lot of ground with these interview questions.
You have.
But there's so much more to explore.
Yeah.
Let's dive deeper into the actual career path.
Okay.
And what it really means to be an interior landscaper.
All right.
What do you say?
Let's do it. There's a whole world of exciting possibilities waiting to be uncovered.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to share some insights that will help you thrive in this rewarding field.
Awesome.
So welcome back.
All right.
Now that we've tackled those tricky interview questions, let's really paint a picture of what it actually means to be an interior landscaper, you know, beyond the interview room.
Because it's so much more than just picking pretty plants.
It is so much more.
Yeah.
Think living art meets like environmental science. You're crafting these miniature ecosystems within a space.
Okay.
You're factoring in light, humidity, the client's vision, even the building's architecture.
So you're a designer, a horticulturalist, a bit of an architect,
Yes.
and a client whisperer all rolled into one.
Exactly. And the scope can be surprisingly diverse.
Wow.
One day you might be designing a green wall for a tech startup. The next, you know, a tranquil plant haven in a hospital waiting area.
Right.
You've got to be adaptable.
Speaking of adaptability, how has technology changed the game for interior landscapers? I know our listeners are curious about that.
It's fascinating. Sensors are becoming commonplace.
Okay.
They're monitoring things like soil, moisture, light levels, even nutrient content.
Wow.
This data helps us fine-tune plant health with incredible precision.
So it's like giving plants their own personal checkup.
It is.
I love it.
Exactly. And then there's LED lighting, which allows us to mimic natural sunlight even in dimly lit spaces. This opens up a whole new world of design possibilities, making almost any indoor space suitable for plant life.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
But with all these advancements, what are the core skills an aspiring interior landscaper needs to master?
Well, a solid foundation in horticulture is non-negotiable.
Okay.
You need to understand plant biology growth requirements,
Right.
pests and diseases, the whole 9 yards.
That makes sense. What else?
Design skills are crucial, of course. You need a keen eye for composition, color, texture. It's about creating a cohesive and visually appealing landscape, not just randomly placing plants.
It sounds like a delicate dance between science and art.
It is.
And I imagine strong client communication skills are essential too.
Absolutely. Listening carefully to understand their needs and translating their vision into a tangible design is key.
Yeah.
Remember, you're both a plant expert and a design consultant.
Okay, on to the nitty-gritty. What are some common challenges interior landscapers face?
One of the biggest is managing expectations.
Okay.
Clients sometimes underestimate the care needed to maintain healthy indoor plants.
Right.
They think a little water is all it takes, but there's so much more to it.
Like understanding different light requirements,
Yes.
humidity levels, and feeding schedules for different species.
Precisely. So clear communication and education are vital.
Okay.
Set realistic expectations about maintenance routines
and
potential challenges right from the start.
And I imagine budget constraints can be a hurdle too.
Definitely. You've got to be resourceful.
Right.
Find creative solutions that meet the client's needs while staying within their budget.
Okay.
Perhaps suggest alternative, more cost-effective plant varieties,
Mm-hmm.
or break down the project into phases to spread out the costs.
It's all about striking that balance between creative vision and practical execution.
Yes.
Now let's talk career progression.
Okay.
How does one climb the interior landscaping ladder?
You usually start with entry-level roles, assisting senior landscapers
Okay.
with installation, maintenance, plant care.
Mm-hmm.
This hands-on experience is invaluable for building your foundational knowledge and skills.
So you're learning the ropes from the ground up.
Exactly. As you gain experience,
Right.
you can specialize in a particular area like green walls, vertical gardens,
Uh-huh.
or even hydroponics.
Oh,
You can even use RoleCatcher's AI to track companies who specialize in those areas.
that's a smart strategy for targeting those specific job opportunities.
It is.
And eventually, you could lead your own team,
Yes.
manage large-scale projects, even start your own business, right?
Absolutely. The career path is full of possibilities,
Oh, I don't
making it both exciting and rewarding for those with a true passion for plants and design.
Okay, before we move on,
All right.
I want to touch on something that's been on my mind.
Okay.
The pros and cons of being an interior landscaper.
Yeah.
Let's start with the good stuff.
Okay.
What are the perks of this career?
Well, for starters, it's incredibly creative.
Okay.
You're an artist using plants as your medium,
Mhm.
designing and building living, breathing masterpieces that transform spaces.
Right.
Seeing your designs come to life is incredibly rewarding.
It's like bringing the beauty and tranquility of nature indoors.
It is.
And it must feel good to be contributing to a healthier, more vibrant environment.
Absolutely. Plus, you get to work with nature every day, which is inherently calming and inspiring.
Yeah.
You're surrounded by the beauty of plants, breathing in their fresh air. It's a great way to de-stress, connect with the natural world.
And I bet you meet all sorts of interesting people.
You do!
Architects, designers, plant enthusiasts.
Yes.
It's a diverse and engaging field.
It is. And there's often a lot of flexibility
Okay.
in terms of work hours and locations. You could be working in a bustling office one day and a peaceful private residence the next.
Okay, so it's creative, inspiring, flexible, and you get to play with plants all day.
But what about the downsides? What should our listener be aware of?
Well, it can be physically demanding.
Okay.
You're often on your feet for long periods, lifting heavy plants and equipment.
Right.
So staying in good shape is important.
And I imagine there's some exposure to allergens, soil, maybe even the occasional creepy crawly.
That's true. You need to be aware of potential hazards. And take precautions like wearing gloves and masks when handling certain plants or fertilizers.
That's it. Safety first.
Exactly.
And I imagine the client relationship can be tricky at times.
Definitely. You've got to be a master of managing expectations, communicating clearly, navigating those delicate budget conversations with grace.
It's all part of the job.
It is.
And let's be real.
Yeah.
It's probably not a path to instant riches, right?
Salaries can vary greatly.
Okay.
Depending on experience, location, and the types of projects you take on.
Right.
It's a career that requires passion, dedication, and a genuine love of plants to truly thrive. Okay, so we've explored the day-to-day realities.
We have.
And the potential career paths.
Yes.
But the world of interior landscaping is constantly evolving, right?
It is.
What trends are shaping the future of this field? I'm sure our listener wants to be in the know.
You're absolutely right. There are some exciting trends emerging that are pushing the boundaries of what's possible with indoor green spaces.
All right.
Let's dive into those after a quick break.
All right, we're back and ready to unpack some of those exciting trends shaping the world of interior landscaping.
Yes.
So what's got you buzzing these days?
Well, one trend that's really taking root is biophilic design.
Okay.
You briefly touched on it earlier.
Right.
And it's definitely something our listeners should have on their radar.
Okay, biophilic design, refresh my memory. What's the gist?
It's all about weaving those natural elements into built environments.
Okay.
To create spaces that aren't just pretty to look at, but actually boost well-being and productivity.
So we're talking more than just scattering a few potted plants around the office.
Way more.
Okay.
It's about a deeper integration of nature.
Okay.
Think natural light organic materials, maybe even water features.
Yeah.
And of course, that strategic placement of plants to create a sense of connection to the outdoors.
I get it. It's like bringing the outdoors in.
Yes.
But in a thoughtful, intentional way.
Exactly.
Do you have any cool examples of biophilic design in action?
Tons. Imagine vibrant green walls transforming those dull concrete facades into vertical gardens.
Okay.
Or picture like interior courtyards bathed in natural light,
Mm-hmm.
bringing a slice of nature right into the heart of a building.
Right.
Even something as simple as incorporating natural textures and colors
Okay.
into the interior design can have a huge impact.
It's amazing how interior landscaping is really blurring those lines
It is.
between the human-made and the natural world.
Yeah.
What other trends are catching your eye?
Sustainability is huge.
Okay.
And it's only getting bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Clients are increasingly eco-conscious,
So
and that extends to their interior landscaping choices.
it's not just about aesthetics anymore.
Yeah.
It's about creating spaces that are beautiful and environmentally responsible.
Precisely.
Okay.
We're seeing a shift towards locally sourced plants,
Mm-hmm.
organic fertilizers, and pest control,
Okay.
and water-efficient irrigation systems.
Right. It's about minimizing that environmental footprint
Yes.
by maximizing the beauty and benefits of indoor plants.
Exactly.
And speaking of benefits, there's a growing demand for air purifying plants,
Yes.
right? Especially as we spend more and more time indoors.
Absolutely. Plants like snake plants,
Uh-huh.
spider plants, and peace lilies are becoming superstars.
Okay.
They're not just pretty faces.
Right.
They're actively cleaning the air we breathe, removing those harmful toxins, and improving indoor air quality.
It's incredible how plants can do so much for our well-being.
It is.
Okay, before we wrap up, I want to circle back to RoleCatcher's AI.
Yes.
We talked about it earlier in the context of interview prep, but it sounds like it can be a valuable tool
It can.
throughout an interior landscaper's entire career journey,
It is.
wouldn't you say?
100%. RoleCatcher can help you identify your strengths,
Okay.
explore different career paths within the field,
Uh-huh.
and even connect with potential employers who align with your values and interests.
Wow,
It's like having a personalized career coach in your pocket.
that's impressive. Well, listeners, if you're ready to level up your interior landscaping game, be sure to check out RoleCatcher.
Yes.
We'll include a link in the show notes.
Perfect. And with that,
All right.
we've reached the end of our deep dive into the fascinating world of interior landscaping.
It has been a pleasure exploring this dynamic field with you.
Likewise.
So much to learn, so much to create.
There is, and remember,
Yes.
whether you're just starting out or you're a seasoned pro,
Mm.
the world of interior landscaping is constantly evolving. Stay curious, embrace the trends,
Okay.
and never stop learning.
Wise words.
Thank you.
Until next time, happy planting, everyone.